Hello again. We'll try this. Chat's not available right now. So if you have questions, have mom or dad or grandma text them to me on JoJo, and I will answer them the best I can. Sorry about that, but we have a person that shouldn't be on here and can't trust them. And for our safety, I'll have to just turn chat off today. So sorry about that. So hello again. Dylan's here. I think he's stealing my chocolate chip cookies. What is a mom supposed to do? I don't know. So I can't tell who's here. So hopefully you guys are arriving soon. Sorry about that other part. It's a bummer. Okay, so we're on lesson 114 today, rounding dollars and cents to the nearest dollar. So hopefully it's going well. And we can go over it best we can. Just have them dojo and we'll figure it out. So I have my dojo open, seeing if there is any questions coming in. And not yet. Okay. So today is Wednesday. We've made it to Wednesday. We have one more day tomorrow, and we'll be Zooming tomorrow. I'll send out the invite like I did for when I conference with your parents. So then you'll just be able to check on the link. It'll put you in the waiting room. I click, and then you're in the waiting room. So that's what we'll do. Waiting for questions. Good thing I don't sing. I would start singing or something crazy, huh? That would be. I miss our praise and worship time. So I loved how Sage got back to me and her mama about what songs they've been listening to lately. What have you guys been listening to? What praise and worship songs that maybe we haven't heard yet that you've been listening to? I'd love to know what they are and get a playlist going. Yeah. Okay, so if you've just joined, we don't have chat right now. So if you have questions, please have your mom or dad or grandma dojo them to me, and that would be great. Otherwise, I can just go over a couple. I think today's lesson probably went pretty well. You guys are really good at roundings, and that's just what we did today with our dollars. We could go over the graph because sometimes the words are in one quadrant, but actually the dot for the city's in another quadrant or in another part of the grid. So we could go over that. There's two of you here. I wish I knew. Probably Lily and Abigail because they're pretty good. Did Chase come back? Maybe I'll dojo parents to let them know. How's that sound? I'll put it on the story and I'll just say, please send math problems on here. We don't have chat right now. Chat right now. English also. Okay, so I sent that in case parents can help us with any problems today. Sound good, guys? Yeah. I think I need to get some plants and get some happy color outside my front door. I think that's one of my goals for the next couple of days is to go do that. And mow the lawn. Yeah, it's time to do that again. Maybe pull some weeds. Why do weeds grow so wonderfully? That's my question. And I would like to thatch my lawn. I'm not sure quite how I'm going to do that yet, though. Still thinking about how that whole thing works. But I think my lawn needs it because it looks really thick and dead. But there's green coming through. I shall have to figure that out soon. Yeah. So I think I'll start with the grid one, the map, where we see that it's got numbers on this side and then letters on the bottom. And it says this map has been divided into a grid to make towns easier to find. Use this map to answer questions 23 through 25. So in what we find Taft in region in H2, even though Taft, the letters of Taft, the name, look like they're in G2, the dot for Taft saying this is where it is actually in H2. So then they want to know in which region is Billings. And if we look at the map, the Billings name kind of goes through 5 or G4 and 5, H4 and 5. But if we see the dot right underneath it, we actually see that Billings is in G4. So the answer for number 23 would be A, G4. Then question 24, what town do we find in region J3? So we go over to J and go up 3. And we see that both the name Grant and the dot under Grant is there. So we'd write Grant for number 4. Thank you for the problems. Okay, so we need 6, 17, 19, and 22. Let me write that down so my silly short-term memory doesn't forget. And I can cross them off when I get them done. So, there it is. So we're going to do 6, 17, 19, and 22. And just to finish off, number 25, what letter number shows where you can find Evans at? Well, you see Evans, the name is in I and J2, but the dot is actually after it in K2. So sometimes when we're reading maps, you need to look for the specific dot. Sometimes the name can just kind of take over, but we're looking for the dot or the exact place that it should be at. Okay, so let's first take a look at number 6. We're going to compare. So number 6, the Sharpie is brand new. It's in my packet. Do you remember the one that was sitting in my desk? I found it in my pile of stuff I brought home and I was excited. But it's like so new, it has that sharp point to it. So hopefully it'll work today. Okay, so we're going to compare 1/2. Okay, can you see that okay? 1/2 divided by 1/3. And we're going to compare that if we have 1/3 divided by 1/2. Okay, so we're going to use the keep it, change it, flip it method. We're going to keep our first number. So we're going to keep 1/2. Turn it bigger so you can see it. And we're going to change division to multiplication. And then we take the reciprocal of 1/3, which means the denominator goes to the numerator and the numerator goes to the denominator, and we'll times it by 3/1. And then we get 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 1 is 2. So we'll leave it right there for a minute as we go check out the other side, and we'll still put the comparison circle. So here we're going to keep, change, and flip also. So we're going to keep 1/3. We're going to change our division to multiplication, and then the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2/1. And now we'll go ahead and multiply. 1. Oh, it helps if you can see it though, huh? Sorry, guys. There we go. So here's our 1/3 keep it, changing division to multiplication, and then we flip it or get the reciprocal, and that would be 2/1. So now we can multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. So now we're looking at 3/2. So we know when our numerator is greater, it's an improper fraction, means we have over 1 over here. We actually have 1/2, don't we? And over here, we have 2/3. So let's compare. 1/2, 2/3. What's going on? Yeah, 1/2 is a lot bigger than our 2/3. So we could say 1/2 is greater than 2/3. Super good. Going on to 17. All of these ratios are equal. What is the quotient of each division? Okay, so if they're equal, that means no matter which one we choose to divide, it's going to be all their answers. So I'm going to stick with what I find the easiest one. So for 17, I'm going to, there we go. For 17, I'm going to choose to do the 111 over 3, because I find that a lot easier to do then 888 over 24. I can't do that up here as quick as I can do this one, so I'm going to choose the easiest way. And they tell us that they're the same, and so that tells me that if I can find one, that's the answer to all of them. So 3 can't go into 1, but it can go into 11 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract 11 minus 9 is 2. Check, is 2 less than 3? Then hey, we're doing great. So now we'll bring down the 1. How many times can 3 go into 21? It can go in 7 times, right? Because 7 times 3 is 21. And we get 0 remainder. So the answer for all of them would be 37. Okay, so we got that done. Number 19. Let's see, can you see down here okay? Maybe if I tilt it a little bit. I hate to waste that much paper, considering I only have one more paper on here. I think the rest are upstairs. I was cutting them out because the ones I bought were a little bit bigger than this. Okay, so for number 19, we're going to look at 5 2/3, and then we want to add it to 3 1/3. 3 minus 1/3. There we go. Okay, so what part are we going to start with? Do we start up here, or do we go with what's in the parentheses first? Yeah, we're going to start with our parentheses first. So I'm going to just write our work over here. We're going to take 3 and, oops, I don't want to put it there, subtract 1/3 because there's nothing there, right? Okay, so we need to fill in the hole, right? So we're working with thirds, so we're going to trade 1 for 3/3. We're doing thirds because there's thirds here, and we're taking 1 away to put over here so we can subtract. So since 1 equals 3/3, we can put 3/3 right there, and now subtract. 3/3 minus 1/3 equals 2/3. And then 2 minus nothing except for my little oops is 2. So now we're going to know 2 and 2. Yeah, we had improper fraction. We need to change over to a mixed number. So 4, we need to take 4 and divide it by 3 to get our mixed number. So 4 divided by 3, we can go into 4 how many times? Once. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, we get 1. So 4 over 3 equals 1 1/3. So I'm going to take our whole number over here, or 7, and add it to our new mixed number, which is 1 1/3. And nothing plus 1/3 is 1/3. 7 plus 1 is 8. So our answer would be 8 1/3. Going okay? Super. Okay, so now we can look at 22. Let me flip to our page. Okay, number 22. We're going to do right now. And we have 4 25ths, and they want us to rename this into having 100 in our denominator. So we're going to think to ourselves, there's a couple ways of thinking. When I see 25 and 100, my brain always goes to quarters a dollar. So how many quarters, which are worth 25 cents, would fit into a dollar? And the answer is 4, right? So we're going to multiply our numerator and denominator by 4. So we already know 25 times 4 equals 100. So now we're going to do 4 times 4 equals 16. So 16 was the missing numerator that we were looking for to rename 4 25ths. Okay, we got that. How are we doing? Any more texts yet about needing any more problems? I'm going to text this mommy back and see if any more are needed because we have lots of time today, this afternoon. It's so quiet. I miss you guys chatting. Well, not all the chit chat, but miss you guys answering with me and all that kind of stuff. Oops, where did it go? Where did it go? Let me check. I don't know where it is gone. There we go. My phone was just taking a little while synchronizing things. And I'm going to comment anymore. Okay, super. We got that taken care of. And just waiting for some more. Did language go okay? You were using good and bad. Hopefully that went well. And your interactive reading test was today too, or quiz for chapters 5 and 6. We're on chapter 6 and we have 15, so we're almost halfway done with it. How are you guys liking Shiloh so far? Liking it pretty good? I like it. Feel sorry for the puppy though. Yeah, that's sad. Okay. What to do? What stories do I have to tell right now? I don't know. Dylan's upstairs eating spaghetti. I have 4 chocolate chip cookies left. What are the chances there's one left for me when I get upstairs? I think there's 0 out of 4, or 0% chance that there's any left. That is my concern. But I do have some bananas. I could make into banana bread tonight, which would be fun. Gotta love some banana bread. Walnuts or no walnuts is the question though. Toasted. I like them toasted. I don't like walnuts just plain. But when they're toasted, they got a nice flavor. So I think walnuts might win. But I can toast them first. Get them all brown and yummy. Yeah. Dylan's getting lots of spaghetti though. What's for dinner? Should probably take something out, huh? I think the sauce is going to disappear before the noodles though. What happens at your house? Do you guys eat more noodles than sauce? Or more sauce than noodles? Great question, huh? Okay, well, we have been here for like 3 minutes and I haven't heard back from anybody. So I'll go and because I don't know what else to chat about. Talk about planting flowers, talk about spaghetti, talk about chocolate chip cookies. Yeah. Oh, Kitty's shedding. Fur is everywhere. So I actually brushed her. And it's like I had a big enough pile of fur from brushing her that it looked like another small animal. Kind of scary. Yeah. That's the excitement around my house. Yeah. Those of you with horses, or if you've been brushing those a lot lately. And what about London? What about your lambs and your sheep? When you guys do the take off wool thing? Shearing? Do you shear sheep? Is that what it is? Yeah. That would be interesting, huh? Okay, so one last chance, guys. Any math problems or language problems? Text within the next minute, or we'll just cut it a little short today. I've already been on for 18 minutes. Yeah, not many people here today. Only 4. We got 2 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Exciting. Oh, man. It's like I feel like singing the Jeopardy theme song, but I really don't want to out loud. But it's in here. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Won't do it. Nope, not going to do it. I keep looking on the side for chat, but there's no chat. Okay, guys. I'll send out Zoom information so that we can Zoom tomorrow for our language lesson. And I'll go bug Dylan to put up tomorrow's math lesson before noon tomorrow. That boy, silly thing. Thanks, Jamie. Oh my goodness. Thanks for making me laugh. That's joy. Gotta love joy. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.